Excellencies, Generals, ladies and gentlemen, the Secretary General has now joined the ceremony. We will begin with the ceremony. Mr. Secretary General, Excellencies, Generals, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Dag Hammarskjöld Medal and the Military Gender Advocate of the Year Award ceremony for 2020. The General Assembly, in its Resolution 57/129, designated 29 May as the International Day of United Nations Peacekeepers. In New York, we have traditionally marked this day by a series of events taking place on the UN premises. However, due to the COVID-19 outbreak, we are conducting this year's commemoration remotely. During this ceremony, two types of medals can be issued, which are the Dag Hammarskjöld Medal and the Captain Baye Diagne Medal. Dear audience, this year, no nomination has met the very highest standards for the Captain Baye Diagne Medal. We will therefore proceed with the Dag Hammarskjöld Medal. The Dag Hammarskjöld Medal was approved by the United Nations Security Council in July 1997 as tribute to the sacrifice of military, police, and civilian men and women from all over the world who have laid down their lives while serving in the United Nations peace operations. This medal commemorates the strength, purity, and fragility of the lives lost in the cause of peace. Today, 83 fallen peacekeepers from 39 nations will be honored with the symbol of the ultimate sacrifice. Distinguished audience, the 2019 Military Gender Advocate of the Year Award will also be awarded today. This year marks the 20th anniversary of the United Nations Resolution 1325 on women, peace and security that underscores the principles of prevention, protection, participation, and gender equality. Created in 2016, the Military Gender Advocate of the Year Award recognizes the outstanding dedication and effort of an individual military peacekeeper in promoting those principles within a peace operation context. This year, we received 9 nominations for the Military Gender Advocate of the Year, and 2 joint winners were selected for the award. The remaining 7 nominees will receive certificates of recognition in their respective missions. Excellencies, distinguished guests, we now invite the United Nations Secretary General to share his thoughts at this occasion. Ladies and gentlemen, the Secretary General.
Excellencies, Generals, ladies and gentlemen, allow me to ask before I start for us all to have a minute of silence in memory of all those peacekeepers that have lost their lives protecting the lives of the people we care for. Thank you. Today, we mark the International Day of United Nations Peacekeepers in a context that is entirely unique in our history. The COVID-19 pandemic has changed almost everything we do, both here at headquarters and everywhere in the fields. Moments ago, I laid a wreath at the Peacekeepers Memorial to honor the more than 3,900 women and men who have lost their lives since 1948 while serving under the United Nations flag. In previous years, hundreds of diplomats, United Nations staff and journalists who today they joined me in spirit. The pandemic has required us to hold the ceremonies for the Military Gender Advocate Award and the Hammarskjöld Medal virtually. But what the virus has not changed is the service, sacrifice and selflessness of the more than 95,000 women and men serving in 13 peacekeeping operations around the world. Every day, our peacekeepers continue to protect vulnerable local populations, support dialogue, and implement their mandates while fighting COVID-19. They are doing everything they can to be an integral part of the solution to the crisis while keeping themselves and the communities they serve safe. As always, they give the United Nations family many reasons to be proud. But the virus is not the only threat that our peacekeepers face. Hostile acts, improvised explosive devices, accidents and diseases continue to take a heavy toll. And today, with the awarding of the Dag Hammarskjöld Medal, we pay tribute to the 83 military, police and civilian personnel from 39 countries who lost their lives last year serving in UN peace operations. And unfortunately, I also want to say that yesterday and today, two of our military colleagues have passed away due to the COVID-19. Sevisor and Cambodia, and Carlos Moses Guillen of El Salvador, both members of MINUSMA. Now, in order of the memory of all those fallen in the line of duty, I want to express my deepest condolences to their families. And I hope that this medal offers them a measure of comfort. I now ask all of you, wherever you are, to feel strongly the solidarity with those families that are also permanently in our memory, in our attention, as they were the ones that suffered more together with those following in the line of duty. Now, this year, we also mark the 20th anniversary of the Security Council Resolution 1325 on Women, Peace and Security, and we are observing the International Day of UN Peacekeepers with the theme Women in Peacekeeping, Key to Peace. Resolution 1325 was a milestone in recognizing that women have a right to full, equal and meaningful participation in peace processes, conflict resolution and peace building. It is also emphasized that women peacekeepers play an essential role for the success of our peace operations. Day by day, women peacekeepers help improve all aspects of our operations and performance. They ensure better access to local communities, they prevent and reduce conflict and confrontation, and they serve as role models for their peers and others. In addition, we have seen that our operations are better able to build trust with those in need of protection when their staffing reflects the communities in which they serve. This is another reason why increasing the number of women in peacekeeping is so crucial. Peacekeeping is more effective for everyone when we have more women peacekeepers at all levels, including in decision-making. We will continue to do everything we can, including with our troop and police contributors, to reach this goal. In that spirit, since 2016, the Military Gender Advocate Award has recognized the dedication and efforts of individual military peacekeepers in promoting the principles of Resolution 1325 in peace operations. Today, I'm proud to announce that two peacekeepers will receive the award jointly for their contribution to this cause. Commander Carla Monteiro de Castro Araújo of the Brazilian Navy, who is deployed with UN mission in the Central African Republic, and Major Suman Gawani of the Indian Army, a military observer formerly deployed with UN mission in South Sudan. Commander Monteiro de Castro Araújo serves as MINUSCA's military gender and protection advisor. In this role, she has strengthened the mission's ability to protect civilians, address conflict-related sexual violence, and prevent sexual exploitation and abuse. She also strives to improve the living conditions of their fellow women peacekeepers. Major Gawani, during her deployment in South Sudan, mentored more than 30 military observers on conflict-related sexual violence and ensured the presence of women military observers in each of the mission's team sites. She also trained the South Sudanese government forces and helped them launch their action plan on conflict-related sexual violence. Commander Monteiro de Castro Araújo, Major Gawani, your inspiring work has made a remarkable difference in promoting gender equality and empowering local women and your own colleagues. Your contributions are proof that women peacekeepers are vital to peace and security everywhere. In closing, let me again express my great appreciation to all the women and men of the United Nations Peacekeeping for your courage and commitment. You are helping the world to cope with today's emergency while paving the way for recovery and a more peaceful future, and I thank you all.
Thank you, Mr. Secretary General. Excellencies, Generals, ladies and gentlemen, now one of the two winners of the 2019 Military Gender Advocate Award, Commander Carla Monteiro de Castro Araújo, will say a few words. Ladies and gentlemen, Commander Carla Masolini.
Ladies and gentlemen, Barala, good morning. First, I want to express my gratitude for this moment. It was for me, God's answer for the times I was in doubt of being on the right path and being away from my loved ones. I was blessed to be a part of a competent and professional team. Without the support of our leadership, our civilian counterparts, and the greatest commitment and team spirit of our military personnel, nothing could be accomplished. My profound respect, appreciation, and thankfulness. I have two pledges. The first to the member states, to believe in their female personnel, giving them equal opportunities from the beginning and in all steps of their careers. Encourage them to be deployed. We need them on the ground. And the second, to the female military personnel, to believe in their own strength and capacity and never give up their dreams. We have a natural power to connect, understand, comfort, and support, not to mention the unique opportunity to be a mindset-changing agent for the local population when we are seen deployed together and working side by side with our male teammates. We are a key step for a last-longing peace. Irina Be Africa, peace for Central African Republic. Thank you.
Thank you, Commander Carla Monteiro. Now, the winner of the 2019 Gender Advocate of the Award, which is Major Suwani Gawani, will share short remarks. Ladies and gentlemen, Major Gawani.
Mr. Secretary General, distinguished guests, excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, I deem it as a great honor and privilege to receive this award today. I thank UNMISS and my country, India, for giving me this opportunity. With great pride, I accept this award on behalf of all the Indian peacekeepers. And remember those who have made the supreme sacrifice for the cause of peace. Women, peace and security are the most important aspects of our society. Security Council Resolution 1325 resonates well with the cause. Gender becomes relevant, especially in the places driven by conflict. Women and children, being more vulnerable, are worst hit in such situations. UNMISS is making all efforts to deploy more and more female peacekeepers in front-line roles, such as military observers and contingents, so that they can reach deeper into the society and bring some sense of security to the survivors of conflict. South Sudan is a beautiful country. Its people are equally amazing. Working towards peace as a military observer in South Sudan has been a life-changing experience. Taking this opportunity, I would like to express my gratitude towards my loving family and friends for being with me in all walks of life. For the unflinching support and guidance, I also thank my seniors, colleagues, and juniors in the Indian Army and at UNMISS. Lastly, I would like to say, we are the change that we want, and we are the ones we were waiting for. Thank you.
Thank you, Major Suman Gawani. That concludes the Military Gender Advocate of the Year 2019 award ceremony. Excellencies, Generals, ladies and gentlemen, we now announce the names of the Dagama Scholl Medal recipients. In lieu of the condolence book, we have gathered condolence messages from the respective permanent representatives, which will be displayed along the names of our fallen comrades. People's Republic of Bangladesh, Constable Mohammed Omar Farouk, Private Atiqul Islam,
République du Bénin, agent de police première classe, Kofi Agbo-Diallo. Burkina Faso, Caporal Zerbo Abdoulaye. République du Tchad, Sergent Hissène Tergounou Bedala. République de Côte d'Ivoire, Adjudant Évariste Armand Allé.
Arab Republic of Egypt, Sergeant Sabri Mohamed Hussein, Private El Badri Yasser Badr, Federal Democratic Republic of Ethiopia, Lieutenant Taye Tasfaye Geldimo, Captain Kemal Musa Sherif, Lieutenant Temesgen Shernet Weldesan, Private Gebre Meskel Reda Gebre Meskel, Lance Corporal Gudina Yadeta Gindaba. Republic of Fiji, Corporal Sakiusa Vakalala, Warrant Officer Class 2, Colinio Mosevakasa.
République de Guinée, Caporal Ismaël Bangoura, Sergent Yves Haba, Sergent Michel Théa.
Republic of India, Sergeant Ramesh Singh, Sergeant Lal Monatra Tasem, Major Ravi Inder Singh Sandhu, Private Johnson Beck. Republic of Indonesia, Chief Private Exvin Lahengseng,
Royaume du Maroc, Soldat de première classe Saad Sgari,
Federal Democratic Republic of Nepal, Lance Corporal Kim Bahadur Dura, Major Mohan Kaji Shrestha. Federal Republic of Nigeria, Sergeant Henry Ukomadu, Warrant Officer Mushud Lasisi. Islamic Republic of Pakistan, Sepoy Amir Islam,
Republic of Peru, Non-Commissioned Officer Edwin Augusto Chira Reyes, Republic of Rwanda, Major Jean de Dieu Nkurikiyimfura, Sergent Claver Kayumba, République du Sénégal, Adjudant-chef Madi Koli, Sergent-chef Ndiaw Koulibaly, Soldat première classe Demba Ndiaye. Capitaine Gorgui Founé. Capitaine El Hadj Moussa Thiam.
Republic of South Africa, Corporal Bjorn Fangrin Kutsie, Corporal Petrus Silolo Lekwati.
Kingdom of Spain, Teniente Pablo García Oliva. First Sergeant Juan Ardura Santa Engracia.
United Republic of Tanzania, Corporal Misango Parapara Masamaki, Private David Winston Rugomora, Sergeant Suleiman Juma Eli.
Republic of Togo, Caporal Agunbadje Kossi. Ukraine, Major Yuri Volodymyrovich Politko.
Republic of Zambia, Senior Sergeant Patrick Simasiku Wamunyima, Senior Sergeant Alex Mudenda Musanda. Excellencies, Generals, ladies and gentlemen, we will now honor the civilian personnel who sacrificed their lives for the cause of peace. Islamic Republic of Afghanistan, Mr. Saud Azam Azami, Mr. Saeed Majidullah Amin, Mr. Sabihullah Yusufi, Canada, Mr. John Mackenzie.
République de Centrafrique, Monsieur Jean Lambert Ngwanji.
Monsieur Christian Robembe, Monsieur François Achille Sereko, Monsieur Ange Jonathan Guélé.
République démocratique du Congo, Madame Clémence Mapendo Bashizi, Monsieur William Tambwe Simuko, Monsieur Kaloma Badango, Monsieur Eric Papi Singa Lumingu.
Republic of Fiji, Mr. Seniloli Tabuausole. Greece, Ms. Argiro Maniati.
Republic of Guinea, Monsieur Mohamed Condé. Republic of Haiti, Monsieur Franz Laurent.
Republic of India, Mr. Edward Agapinto Pinto. Republic of Iraq, Mr. Haytham Al-Ibrahimi. Jamaica, Mr. Clive Peck. Republic of Kenya, Miss Dorothy Mumbwa Mutune. Miss Elizabeth Nduta Mwaura. State of Libya, Mr. Hussein El Hada.
République du Mali, Monsieur Cissé Issa, Madame Mariam Alassane Sangare.
Federal Republic of Nigeria, Mr. Gabriel Kolawole Shogaolu. Republic of Peru, Mr. Bernardo Doledo Elias. Republic of the Philippines, Ms. Christina Bayate Banluta. Republic of the Sudan, Ms. Muahib Khamis Abdul Rahman Adam. Mr. Abdul Munim Bello. Mr. Adam Musa Ahmed. Ms. Shaza Mohammed El Hassan Mohammed Malik. Mr. Yassine Ahmed.
République du Togo, Monsieur Elom Komi Akpalou.
United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland, Mr. Oliver Charles Vick. United States of America, Mr. Keith Allen Silhammer. Indeed, in the rising of the sun and in its going down, we will remember them. This concludes the Dag Hammarskjöld Medal presentations. Excellencies, Generals, ladies and gentlemen, we now invite the Undersecretary General of the Department of Operational Support to share his thoughts. Ladies and gentlemen, the Undersecretary General of the Department of Operational Support.
Mr. Secretary General, Excellencies, Permanent Representatives, my dear brother and colleague, Undersecretary General Lacroix, and other colleagues. It is with great sadness and great honor that I take this opportunity to acknowledge these Dag Hammarskjöld medals on behalf of civilian staff serving in our missions who have sacrificed their lives in the service of peace. I do so on behalf of the families of 35 civilian personnel from 21 member states. We pay tribute to their bravery and dedication to the cause of peace and grieve with their countries and loved ones. I want to convey my deepest gratitude to the families and friends of our fallen colleagues and believe that the best way for us to honor their memories is to rededicate ourselves to the cause of peace. Our civilian staff perform many functions to carry out the mandate of peacekeeping operations. They provide vital support in the areas of finance, logistics, human resources and administration, performing critical functions in often remote and dangerous locations that support their uniformed colleagues in all of their duties. We rely on them, together with our uniformed colleagues, to take forward all these important initiatives. The Department of Operational Support, Excellencies, remains committed to implementing the Secretary General's Action for Peacekeeping initiative in close collaboration with the Department of Peace Operations. Our women and men are deployed to some of the most challenging and complex environments in the world. As I have stated on many occasions, we must all be better trained, better equipped, and better prepared to meet the complex challenges we face. We will continue to work with you, the member states, and our field missions to improve operational capacity, including modern equipment that is suited to today's needs, as well as rapid and effective medical care, and to act with greater responsiveness when incidents occur. Let me assure our civilian colleagues, particularly those in the field, that we will continue to work hard to ensure that these initiatives are carried out as smoothly, as effectively, and most importantly, as quickly as possible. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Under Secretary General for the Department of Operational Support. Excellencies, Generals, ladies and gentlemen, as this ceremony draws to a close, we now invite the Under Secretary General of the Department of Peace Operations to pronounce concluding remarks.
Thank you very much. Secretary General, Under Secretary General Atul Kare, Excellencies, Generals, ladies and gentlemen. I would like to thank you for having joined this ceremony, which honors those who have sacrificed their lives in the service of peace across our missions. Today, in places most hit by the coronavirus pandemic, essential workers are being recognized for the sacrifices they're making to deliver critical services and save lives. Within our UN family, peacekeepers are among our most essential personnel, as millions of the most vulnerable depend on the vital peace and security work that Blue Helmets conduct for their safety and well-being. This is true more than ever today, as peacekeepers are on the front line, confronting both existing and new challenges, including COVID-19. From South Sudan to the Central African Republic, from the Democratic Republic of the Congo to Lebanon and Kosovo, our men and women are showing their capacity to adapt, and they are supporting local efforts to fight this pandemic. They're running sensitization campaigns, they're donating and distributing protective gear and essential equipment in communities. They're providing accurate and timely information. They're helping to build local health capacities and working to educate children out of school through programs on UN radio stations. As we recognize the life-saving work that goes on every day, it is essential to pause and to honor those peacekeepers who have lost their lives under the United Nations flag while serving in United Nations peace operations. On behalf of the UN peacekeeping family, I join the Secretary General and my friend and brother Under Secretary General Atul Kare in paying tribute to the 83 men and women, civilians and uniformed personnel who, in 2019, made the ultimate sacrifice in the pursuit of a safer, more stable, and just world. They were military and police personnel, international civil servants, national staff, and UN volunteers. They came from 39 different countries and served in 15 UN peace operations around the world. They fell victim of accidents, diseases, and hostile attacks. We remember them and we honor their service. While we continue to face a large number of attacks, the number of fatalities as a result of hostile incidents continues to decrease, thanks in large part to measures we've put in place to protect our personnel in partnership with our troop and police contributing countries, to whom I pay tribute today. We must and we will continue to do more, as every peacekeeper who is killed is one too many. This is one of the key priority areas of the Secretary General's Action for Peacekeeping initiative, which we will continue to advance. The enhancement of our medical support capabilities, which is today even more than ever a top priority, will continue to be the focus of our utmost efforts, as was explained by USG Kare. To all the families of our fallen peacekeepers, I offer my deepest condolences. To their countries of origin, we offer our continued gratitude. These medals, posthumously presented, are an enduring symbol of our gratitude for their sacrifice and our commemoration of their service. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, 20 years ago, Security Council Resolution 1325 was an important turning point in shaping the Women, Peace and Security agenda. Since then, the Council has called for an expansion of the role and contribution of women in peace efforts and peace operations. In this context, as the Secretary General stressed, promoting the participation of women, both in peacekeeping and within the societies in which we serve, remains at the center of our efforts. We are encouraged that in 2018, more than 150 countries recommitted to these goals as they endorsed the Secretary General's Action for Peacekeeping initiative, which features the Women, Peace and Security agenda as a key priority area. As our peacekeepers continue to carry out their essential work amidst the constraints presented by this pandemic, Ensuring women's meaningful, equal, and full participation in peace operations, as well as in peace and political processes, is critical to building communities that are more resilient and to building a more durable peace. Simply put, more women in peacekeeping means a more effective peacekeeping. And today, women peacekeepers play an essential role in the fight against COVID-19, as do the women in the societies they serve. It is essential that they continue to be a central part of all international, national, and local responses to the pandemic. I would like to thank all member states that have taken active steps to strengthen and increase the role of women in peacekeeping, allowing for more peacekeepers like Commander Monteiro de Castro Araujo and Major Gowani to join our ranks. Commander Araujo and Major Gowani, let me join the Secretary General and others to congratulate you on this honor. You have served in two of the most challenging places, the Central African Republic and South Sudan, and you have made a tremendous difference, inspiring all of us to do better and persevere in the face of real adversity. Excellencies, as we close today's Peacekeeper Day ceremony at UN headquarters, virtually, albeit, let us once again pay tribute to the men and women who gave their lives to help others in the service of peace. We must continue to carry their work forward and to respond to the challenges ahead for UN peacekeeping. There is no other better way to honor them. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you, Mr. Under-Secretary General of the Department of Peace Operations.